Welcome, folks. I am Jon Najarian, practically wearing that same outfit that I'm pictured in there. Certainly the same beret or hat, different coat. That coat that I'm wearing in that picture is actually over on the chair over there. But more than you need to know, I know. It is the 11th of November, 2021. Welcome to 3 at 3. Unusual option activity, yeah. That's kind of what we're known for. We find it by way of our heat seeker algorithm, as well as our sentiment indicators. They track the full fire hose from Twitter and Reddit of every single tweet in the world, because when you buy the fire hose, you get all of it. So that means billions and billions of tweets. And we're looking for keywords. We're looking for hashtags. That's when you have the little $ in front of the stock symbol and so forth. And the computer is the only way you can do that. You cannot do either of those two by hand. It would take you most of a year to go through the data from the stock exchange, let alone from Reddit and Twitter. So the computer is able to do that in a nanosecond. And we do it live time. We have co-located servers in the data centers, so we're able to do that. But that is a little bit of an insight into unusual activity and how we find it. I wanted to start the show more or less today by saying thank you, veterans. I am not a service member, but I do salute you. I appreciate your service. All of us at Market Rebellion do. We know that there are sacrifices made by the families of servicemen and women, not just by those who actually serve. So we salute all of you and we thank you for the sacrifices and for the wonderful things that you've done for democracy and this country. Thank you very much. Then let's get started with, how about this one? Open. My gosh, Open Door Technologies. Just 2 days ago, the 9th of November, when the stock was 21 bucks, we saw 10,000 of the tomorrow expiration. Tomorrow is the 12th of November. Expiration 2250 calls. But you guys know what I do. I buy the 21 calls. Why? Because I buy at the money and sell upside calls against it. Now, Open did indeed come out with some great earnings and stock made a nice pop, even though, as you see, it dipped yesterday. It ran all the way today up over 23. So those 21 calls were $2 in the money. Bang! Again, that's why we trade, folks. It's all about that. We love the bang, and we love following smart money. So whoever was in a call spread like I was yesterday was not shaken out, because for every call that I bought, I sold a call. That's one of the things that, in addition to time decay, volatility compression can also hurt you. It's a directional trade, no matter how you look at it. If you buy an upside call, that's a directional trade. If you buy an upside call and sell another call against it, still a directional trade. But now I've addressed time decay and volatility compression, and obviously cut into the amount of cash that I had to put up for the position. Just giving you a quick little tutorial there. I hope it helps. All right, let's get started with today's 3 at 3. As far as unusual, I did this one right on the halftime report at the close of the halftime report today. BK, which is Bank of New York Mellon. This encompasses Pershing and a whole bunch of the wirehouses that clear through BK, Bank of New York Mellon. $59.60. They were buying 5,500 of 2 week from tomorrow, 2 weeks from tomorrow. This is Black Friday, folks. November 61 calls. So stock was 59. Again, your choice. Do you want to buy upside calls out of the money? Do you want to buy at the money calls? Do you want to sell puts? Several different ways to play it. I bought a call spread here and sold puts. Second trade, FCX. And I encourage you to go look at the price that this is trading at. FCX, Freeport McMoran. This one is up 9% today, I think, or something like that. Very strong move. I believe it went through 41 as I was going on air on halftime report. As you see, they were buying 24,000. That is 2.4 million share equivalent of Freeport McMoran or FCX. So 2.4 million shares, that's something I want to follow. I want to pay attention to. You can buy an at the money and sell an upside against it. You could buy these 41 calls. These are 2.5 months into the future. So you have a lot of time to be right. It's not nearly as incumbent on you to sell a call against it because you have more time. The decay will be nil for the next 20 days or so. But there's nothing that says also that you couldn't cut into your cost of holding onto this position by selling that call. So I am in FCX. I've been in it for months, and I rolled up because of this activity, meaning that I sold out of my lower strike calls, bought at this higher strike because this one's just been moving from the lower left to the upper right very nicely. Bang. Let's talk about the third of today's 3 at 3. It is Dish Network. Stock's $36 and change. They're buying the January 37.50 calls. The same thing applies that I just described for Freeport. These are out there in the future. It's not terribly time decay sensitive. Things that are time decay sensitive, things that are the more dramatic the losses can be from time decay. So that's why I always sell calls against those very short-term plays. The longer the play, the more I have time to play with. The pun is intended. So Dish Networks, stock $36. They're buying the 37.50 calls. So you have to decide again, do you sell put spreads? Do you sell puts? Do you buy a call? Do you buy a call spread? Again, your choice. I'm identifying for you that we see upside activity in DISH. Make sure you don't miss the live stream, my friends. Why? Because the live stream's so much fun. You get weekly trades, live webinars, and a trading community if you subscribe to Unusual Option Activity, or UOA. Any of you that just saw that open door trade, for instance, or Freeport, just as two examples, know that you could pay for an entire year of any of the subscriptions just by being in 10 or 20 contracts of those kinds of trades. Again, I can't spend your money for you. That's not my job. My job is to identify what we do. We are the best at finding best opportunities in the markets and then reacting to it. There is nobody better. I'm very confident of that. And that's not just me and it's not just Pete. It is our entire team of analysts that are so very good at doing what they do and analyzing the sentiment as well as the heat seeker, that unusual call or put activity. So if you'd like to subscribe, go to marketrebellion.com/UOA live. That's marketrebellion.com/UOA live. You get everything you see on this page. Weekly trade ideas, live webinars, and a trading community. You don't have to worry about having this fire hose of trades that we do, because if that's too many trades for you, 20, 25 trades a day, well, we also have a service that is a much pared down version of that and much cheaper as well. Go to marketrebellion.com/UOA live to learn more, or dial up, talk to a real person, 888-809-8058. That's 888-8 888-09-8058. Thank you, my friends. I hope you have a great job today, wherever you're trading. And I hope you join me tomorrow. I'll be back on the halftime report. I was there for somebody who called in sick today, so you got me. But I'll be back tomorrow, as well as back on the in the Chicago office instead of out here in New York. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great day again. Thank you, veterans, for all that you do and have done.